Hi guys, so today I'm going to be making a video about that. I don't really talk about this openly because I don't find a reason to. I was born into a very accepting family, so luckily I never really had to talk about it. I never really had to come out because I knew that whoever I brought home would be accepted as long as they were a respectful and good person, so it didn't really faze me to say anything. But I thought I would share because I think my subscribers should know more about myself, and I thought this would help them maybe. So yeah, let's get into the video right now. Tried to make this video 3 times. So I dated a guy freshman year, and I dated him just because I felt like in high school you should be dating and you should be doing this and that, and I just didn't. That was my reason. Stupid reason. Don't ever try to make an excuse for how you feel, just saying. So I think it was sophomore summer, like in the summer, translating it into junior year. So the summer of sophomore year, I had actually started like getting really maybe insecure about myself and ashamed, and like I felt, even though my family is very accepting family, I felt almost like I couldn't accept myself, and that was hard, you know. This all started because I have two cousins, I'm not going to say their name obviously, in my family that weren't that happy with this crush that I had, and it started phasing me, the comments I got and things I got from them. And it started, my sister, she has her own views, and you have to respect other people's views, and that's another thing. You can't make people feel any different, just like they can't make you feel different. So you can't do that, you know. You have to respect each other's views and agree to disagree. So that's how I am with my sister. My sister will never be rude to anyone that she actually meets, but she's obviously gonna have her own views, and that's okay, because my sister is like more like my dad. I'm gonna get into my dad in a little bit. Oh, there's a robin on the fence. Okay, anyway. So I only mention this, I don't want to seem like a person that mentions this like because I think I don't want to seem judgmental. I only have to mention this because of how it goes along with my coming out story. So I had liked this guy. He's a famous guy on TikTok, and this guy just happened to be transgender, and I didn't know actually that he was transgender for about 3 months, because to me, that doesn't matter, if that makes sense. It does not matter. I don't care, you know. If you say your pronouns are he and him, then you're a guy, period. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter what body you were born in. It doesn't matter the gender you were given at birth. It doesn't matter. It matters how you feel, and it matters just what you feel. So I had showed him to my sister and my 2 cousins, and they bashed me. And it was really hard because I was like in love with this guy at the time, and it was hard, you know. It hurt. It hurt a lot because I was not only interested in him, I was interested in this girl at the time too. And I had 2 crushes. I had a crush on a guy and a crush on a girl, and I was like, damn, if I can't even then show them this guy, I can't even show them a girl. So I went in my room that night, and I cried because I felt ashamed. I felt like something was wrong with me. I just felt all these things. So I went out to my mom. She was laying on the couch, I remember this, and I cried, and I said how those words really hurt me, and how I was like really sad. I was like, I hate that people are so rude to him. Like, I was just really sad. And she was like, Jillian, she was like, you don't listen to those people. She was like, they have their views and you have to respect it, but they also have to respect you. And she was like, and if they can't do that, then don't care. So then I hadn't obviously told her at the time that I had liked a girl too. I kept that a secret for a while. And when I did come out about liking girls too, my family said they knew already because I always told everyone, like, when they would ask about people I liked, I would say, oh, I like people based off their personality. I don't really care about gender. And that was true. Still true. Gender doesn't faze me that much. I still have a hard time accepting myself, and this is why I don't like talking about this subject, just because I feel like when I do, I start judging myself. But I'm trying to make this video happy, so yeah. Deep down, everyone knows, you know, themselves better than anyone. And you don't have to know right away when you're a teenager what you like and exactly who you like. Because things may change, like they may, and it doesn't mean that you were confused. It doesn't mean that you weren't ever into someone. It just means that things changed and your likes changed and your attraction changed, you know? And I think that's why it's so hard for people to maybe, at least this is the reason for me, why it was hard for me to come out, because I felt like people, if I said, you know, I like people based off personality, not gender, they would be like, well, you're confused. And I wasn't. It's just who I am, you know, because I don't really care about gender, you know. I'm not a person to be, well, if you're not this, I don't like you. And if you don't have this in your pants, I don't like it. I'm not that. I don't care. Doesn't faze me. You have to be respectful. You have to be a good person. You have to be worth my time. I have to be worth yours. Like, the same energy has to come back to each other. I care so much about respect, and I care so much about kindness that's what I mainly focus on. And yeah, so how I came out to my mom was kind of funny. I was in her car and I go, do you think this girl's hot? She was like, do you? I was like, kinda. I was like, yeah. And it was awkward. I started laughing. I was like, I don't know what to say. And then she was like, okay. Like, she didn't. And then I told my sister, and my sister was like, girl, I have been known. I was like, so my sister, she has her own views, and she doesn't understand. And she says that. She says how she doesn't understand things. She admits to it. And my sister and me make jokes all the time. But she would never actually be rude to someone. She's not that type of person. She would never directly be rude to someone. My dad, on the other hand, but we'll get into him. That's a whole other story time. Also, I'm gonna pre-record videos today just because I have the time and the energy for this. So I'm not wearing the same clothes in every video. They're just pre-recorded. So yeah. So then I told my cousin and her fiance, because I love them and I felt like I was able to talk to them. Also my cousin is gay, and I had known her and her fiance for, well, obviously I know my cousin my whole life, and then I met her fiance and I knew her since I was like 8. So talking to them was easy. I told them, and then I went to Pride with them and my cousin. And my other cousin, I have a lot of gay cousins, and then my other cousin is bisexual too. So it was comforting to know I wasn't the only one that was bisexual. And I had a lot of comfort in that, talking to them and being able to open up to them, because some days, like, I really feel like, oh, well, why am I like this? Like, why can't I just pick one? Or why can't I be straight? Like, I have questions like that. But I think, and I hate, like, because when I try to talk to certain people about it, they're like, you just haven't met the right guy. You just have trauma in your childhood. You just have this. And it's like, yeah, no. And I do have some trauma with guys, but I like a guy right now also. By the way, I like this guy. I'm not gonna say, because if he sees this video that would be embarrassing. I'm not gonna say his name, but I like this guy, and I had not even found him attractive when I had first met him. I was like, nah, I don't like him. But then I got to know him. And this is where I'm saying I base people off their personality. And if I vibe with you, I vibe with you. Like, I really like this guy. We had deep conversations. Like, he was a really nice guy. And I have a little crush on him, but I do be liking my girls. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, but just know you shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. You should be, just accept yourself, you know? You don't need approval from anyone but yourself. And if you know yourself, like deep down, you know yourself. No one can change that. And people may want to change that, but it's your life. You know, live your life. You only got one. Don't let people's opinion. Is it snowing? What? 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 Hold on. Sorry, the weather's so weird. Now it's sunny. Don't know. As I was saying, don't let people's opinions change who you are, because you can't change who you are. And it shouldn't matter, you know? Things shouldn't matter as much as we make them matter, you know? Like, certain things, yeah, they should matter a lot. But things like along these lines, I feel like society makes it such a big thing when it shouldn't be, you know? It's who you like. Like, why is it such a big thing? Like, just live your life for you. And if you're a good person, you know that you're not doing anything wrong. So I don't really like talking about this because I feel like, you know, I know myself. And if I talk about it too much, then I really do judge myself. So I think I made this for you guys to get to know me. I'm gonna do another video of get to know me. This was more of the coming out story, but yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and thank you guys for watching. Oh, like and subscribe, by the way.